Once we reach age 65, Medicare will provide health insurance coverage at a reasonable price, even if we have pre-existing conditions. But what happens before age 65? What if we retire early or lose our job before age 65? How can we make sure we're protected? Here with the little-known answers is my well-known law partner, Mike Solomon.
Hi, Lori.
Hi. Well, age 65 is great. Medicare will cover us even if we're pre-existing conditions, but what if we're not yet 65 and need insurance?
Well, I'd like to say you could get insurance if you were prior to age 65. The real problem is if you have a pre-existing condition, and you retire, let's say, prior to age 65, it may be difficult to get reasonably priced health insurance when you have a pre-existing condition and you leave before age 65.
Well, we want solutions here and golden opportunities. What's the solution?
Well, one of the solutions is, the new health care legislation, some people call it Obamacare. In 2014, you'll be able to get insurance even if you have a pre-existing condition. The states have to set up what are called health exchanges, and you can get insurance there even if you have a pre-existing condition, and the same cost as someone who doesn't have a pre-existing condition. So by then the problem will be solved.
But that doesn't start till 2014, right? So what do we do in the meantime?
Well, there are a few different opportunities. One is there is an interim law that continues now until 2014, and you can get health insurance even if you have a pre-existing condition, the same cost, but there's one trap. You have to be without insurance for 6 months, and so that's a long period to go without health insurance.
Okay.
And if you want more information on that, there's a website on that, www.healthcare.gov, and you click on Find Your Insurance Options. It can give you the cost and a little bit more about that program.
Okay, but we don't want to be uninsured for 6 months. What do we do in that gap time?
Well, if you leave employment and you work for an employer that had 20 or more employees, you can qualify for something called COBRA. And what that means is you leave employment, you can pay to still get your health insurance coverage, even if you have a pre-existing condition. The cost for that insurance will be the same cost that the company has been paying, and you have to pay that premium plus up to 2% more. And that may be more than you're paying, because when you're working, your employer sometimes subsidizes your premium, but you're going to be covered, and it's going to be a reasonable cost.
Okay, but that's only 18 months, right? What
Right.
about that gap between 18 months and 2014 if we're retiring right now?
Well, there is another program that exists, and if you have that gap, you can still qualify. It's called HIPAA, and you can get health insurance again, even if you have a pre-existing condition. You can get private coverage. The cost may be more than you want, but you can still get that sort of coverage.
Okay, so some options.
Right.
That's helpful for our viewers to know. So, no one should risk going without health care coverage. But if you have a pre-existing condition, that's easier said than done. Thankfully, the new federal health care law gives you some important new protections. For more information, give Mike Solomon a call. We'll be right back.
Call Budish, Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.budishandsolomon.com.
Thanks for joining us. Until next week, be sure to make the most of your golden opportunities.
Would you like to join our kitchen conversation? All you have to do is call toll-free 1-877-765-1543 and leave us your question, name, and phone number. Or log on to www.golden.tv for all the latest information and show updates.